Siemanko, witajcie w kolejnym odcinku z Gry o Tron. Ostatnio zakończyliśmy na Królewskiej Przystani na Mirze Forrester. Dzisiaj będziemy dalej kontynuować i zobaczymy, co dalej się wydarzy. Ostatnio skończyliśmy na tym, że przyszedł na audiencji właściwie Lord the Windhilla. Debile jakich mało, takich to powinno się kurde wieszać albo w tamtych czasach, nie wiem, zarzynać od razu jak świnie. No ale zobaczymy, co tutaj Mirą mamy do zrobienia. Okej, otworzyła kufer, albo inaczej, skrzynię. Moneta z Yunkai. Dobrze
Asher
przeczytałem?
sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Okej. To jakaś broszka, tak?
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Okej. Wyryte drzewo żelazne.
Ethan made this for me.
I ten do ciebie to zrobił, no to ładne. Jeden dokończony list. Czytaj.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances.
Okej.
I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
You can. Przydałoby się dokończyć ten list, co, Mira? Fajnie by było. You can i to wszystko. Is the end? Jest ta zakurzona książka.
Wonders Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Aha, prezent od Rodricka. Czyli coś od każdego, tak?
I
Z
hope to see
rodziny.
them all someday.
Mira, prawdopodobnie Roderick nie żyje. I chyba go nie zobaczysz. A tak by the way, spójrz na palenisko. Pali się? Czy głucho? Okej, głucho. Bo jakoś nic nie zareagowałaś. No dobrze. Co mogę dalej zrobić? Mira! Panno! Co mogę zrobić dalej? Tu list od matki. To za chwilę, to przeczytamy. A mogę coś więcej zrobić? Okno. Mogę spojrzeć na okno?
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Tęskni. Widać tęskni za domem i w sumie nic dziwnego. Dobra, przeczytajmy ten list od matki, który tu leży. No.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Kogo tu niesie? Halo? Już idę. I'm going.
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Dobra, wejdź, ale co ty chcesz? Po prostu palenisko tutaj. Okej.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
Jakiś taki... Nie
You
wiem jak to
work for
nazwać w
Lady
tamtych
Marjorie?
czasach.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Ale
Cersei?
nie podoba mi się to, że on się tak wypytuje.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
You were eavesdropping?
No, not at all. I was just passing by and I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
Okej, to może być
I
ciekawe.
thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a callboy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about.
Okej.
You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
No, to jest prawda.
Good night, milady.
Good night. Nie wiem, co mam o tej rozmowie myśleć, bo takie wypytywanie się o różne rzeczy nie jest do końca
Lady Marjorie,
ufne
you're
i
early.
takie w
I was hoping there
porządku.
would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Musimy pogadać, może o moim rodzie, bo jak słyszał ten chłopak, że gadali o rodzie
From the day you
Forresterów.
arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself.
Co odpowiedziała?
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort for what I
Ale
don't
za
know,
co?
but she's
Hej,
waiting for
halo!
us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if
Za
it
co
were
ja
not
mam
important.
przepraszać?
I
Ben-
cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I cannot apologize, my lady. I'm not a traitor.
I know you're not, but you must find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Za co mam kogoś przepraszać?
See if
Coś,
the
co
Queen
nie
Regent is ready
zrobiłem.
to receive us.
Albo coś, bo ona oczekuje przeprosin. Co mnie to obchodzi za przeproszeniem? Gdzie mnie to obchodzi?
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Jest królową, to niech sobie wynajmie jakiegoś, kurde, pazia, który będzie wysłuchiwał i przepraszał ją. A nie jakiegoś, kurde, głupiego na kajak. Albo, albo głupiego na kajak niech sobie wynajmie jakiegoś. A nie, kurde, mnie. Masakra. Nie rozumiem tego trochę. No dobra. Zobaczymy.
You can do this.
Oczywiście, że sobie dam. Nie pozwolę sobie. Powiem jej... Kurde. Żeby jej nie zaszkodzić. I żeby jej po prostu... I ją nie urazić tą... królową. I po prostu nie urazić... Nie urazić.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
I po prostu nie... Nic
Lord Tyrion.
na tą naszą
Your
królową nie...
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Ukłoń się.
I am honored, Your Grace.
Yet not honored enough to kneel, I see.
Chuj ci w dupę, nie
House
będę klękał.
Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Nie
Are
będę
they?
klękał
I
przed
beg your
tobą, na
pardon,
pewno
I
nie.
wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Okej.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served.
Tylko Karła już lubię.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Roose Bolton also served the Starks, Your Grace.
And proved his loyalty to the crown by bringing their house to a swift and sudden end. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told. And exceeded only by your lack of humility.
Ciężkie kurde wybory. Masakra.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
There are limits, Your Grace.
Perhaps, but not if your house faces potential ruin.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
O, mądrze
Raises
gada.
an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard
Nah.
thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
I must choose Marjorie, Your Grace. I serve at her pleasure.
Clearly your handmaiden does not have her priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
She's headstrong, isn't she? Not surprising, I suppose, for a northern girl. But not very encouraging either.
Nie będę odpowiadał tak jak chcesz. Żeby ci
I'd
kurde
like a word with you,
zaimponować.
if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
Nie będę odpowiadał tak jak żeby ci zaimponować. Jesteś... Szkoda kuźwa gadać. No, to co? Coś
I'll
powiesz mi?
walk you out.
Okej. No problemo.
This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man.
O,
You have
czyli
my
on też jest
condolences for
z
his
naszym...
loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
You were brave to declare your loyalty to Lady Marjorie. No
Oczywiście.
doubt she was pleased, but Cersei...
Cersei
Not
niech
to
mnie
forget
wali.
what you said. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
As you should. And of course she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard. Not her.
What are you suggesting?
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei.
O,
Although what
podoba
would
mi
be
się.
amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion. But it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Lubię gościa. Tyrion dobrze gada. On naprawdę podchodzi roztropnie do tego wszystkiego i bardzo mądrze. O. A.
Mira, I was worried.
Domyślam się, że to jakaś jej przyjaciółka, tak? Coś.
Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true.
O,
And
to nieźle.
Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour, which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like.
To chodziło tylko o
Would you marry
status,
Joffrey
tak?
if it meant you'd become queen?
Kurde. No tak.
He does have a
To te
certain
czasy.
look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms.
Aha.
I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
Okej.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well,
We're sorry, my lady. We were just having fun.
this is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful.
No niestety,
Queen
to te
was-
czasy.
Rather disappointed by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Chciałbym jednak no co.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Sorry, nie wiem czy tutaj przyjaciółka, koleżanka, ale takie rzeczy się mówi na cztery oczy, no sorry.
Go
No
on.
mory.
Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you,
Dobrze.
my lady.
Chociaż będzie
I will send a
próbowała.
raven to my family at once.
Mogę zaszkodzić trochę królowej niestety tą prośbą. Ale trzeba ratować wśród foresterów. Królewski trakt, wilczy las. Spokojnie, koniku. Dobra, mniejsza.
Seven hells.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Ramsay Snow.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
Idę do foresterów.
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There. Hear that?
Nikogo tam nie ma.
I know I heard something.
Nie ruszaj się. Nie ruszaj się. Jak uciekniesz, będą cię gonić. Zachowaj czujność.
Never mind. We've
Dobra.
wasted enough time already.
Dobra, w tym momencie zakończymy dzisiejszy odcinek. Jeśli wam się podobało, komentujcie, lajkujcie, czekajcie na kolejne materiały z gry o Tron. Ja się w tym momencie będę z wami żegnał, na razie do następnego odcinka. Cześć!